another Train Sim World 4 video. Not the greatest starting shot. I was trying to move it about just as we were doing the intro there, but yeah, well, we're at Gatwick Airport, as you can see, and we're going to be heading into the capital. So let's get the train set up for business. Door release, and yeah, do all the safety systems, which would just remain on all the time in real life. I feel like they do turn them off when they have maintenance and stuff like that. Possibly not actually even then. Operational. Let's put the DRA on, as we have got a red light at the moment. We do not want to be getting a SPAD, because SPADs are bad. We'll set them to off. Never like having them on auto. So that's a day running. Oh, I think that's changed now. So with the 377s, I mean, this is basically this is basically a 377, 387. Never like setting the tail lights to auto. So when we've done the split off the train, you have to sort the tail lights out. I only put it on auto for when I split it. So it splits, yeah, tail lights come on. But then when I'm phoning up the driver to say it's complete, I then set them to on. Do not trust them in auto. So I'll set them to just off. We've already got that all set up. So basically we're all good to go. We've got a double yellow now, and we are running non-stop to Victoria. And we're running as an 8 coach as well. So cool. Well, to be honest, we don't really need to stop the amount of coaches. Just right to the end of Victoria. Let's get the doors shut. Let's get that off. Wait for until we got interlock. There we go. And let's get it going. Let's get out of here. So platform 6 we are at Gatwick Airport, which is now... This doesn't happen now. This is the down line, so through trains go... Well, yeah, this is, I suppose, sort of... Well, it's a down platform, so trains going towards Brighton, Portsmouth, they come down through this bit. And then platform 5 is now an up platform. It's really quite different. It's quite different to how it is in the game now. So they've got the big upgrade at Gatwick underway. Why is it so dark? Okay, all good. Out we go, onto the up fast, and then yeah, we're direct to Victoria. Cool. Wait for the back of the train to come off the points. That one's waiting for us as well. Sorry, we can go now. And let's back that up. Full whack. Shouldn't get any wheel slip. Saying that, literally getting a bit of wheel slip there. Are we? No, we're all good. So the 387 sort of dashboard is a bit more advanced over the 377. There's a few more buttons on there. Cool, coming up on Hawley. But no, really. Is a 387 just a 4-coach version of the 377-6 and 7, or is a 377-6 and 7 just a 5-coach version of a 387? Well, to be honest, the 377/6 and 7 they were before the 387s. So I don't know, what is like the really technical difference between a 377/6 and 7 and a 387? I mean, obviously, yeah, 387's only 4 coaches. There's not, I can't really think of any difference. I mean, first class is still it's sort of in the middle of the coach-ish. I think the cabs are literally exactly the same. Yeah, I think they are literally exactly the same. There might be a few more luggage racks on the 387. Actually, no, I don't think so. No. See, the best Gatwick Express train was the 460. That was like designed to be the airport train. Lots of room, literally a whole baggage car. But they didn't really last very long, though. 12 years or so they lasted, and that was it. Not long. We're up to 90 miles an hour, so nice and quick. It's 90, well, until Red Hill, well, Earlswood, and down to 80 as we then go into Red Hill Tunnel. So we get through a nice sprint. I've been enjoying this line recently. We've done quite a few videos on it recently. It's just sort of, there's not really been anything out and about. We had the East Coast Mainline obviously, and we've done sort of most of the things we can on there now. So it's sort of like just coming back to this one and doing a few more, well, BML videos. You guys like them, so we'll keep doing it. And it's always enjoyable playing this route. So why not? So we're sort of doing the afternoon express into Victoria. Everyone's arrived in the UK for lunch. Get to London, have a spot of lunch, and nip to the hotel after arriving on holiday. There you go, we're at line speed now. Wow, 88. Close enough. Yeah, I was chatting to a driver the other day actually. I was at the front as the PIC. And the driver was going up to Victoria at a Southern train and then heading back down as a Gatwick Express train, which is quite cool. So Southern drivers can also they drive the Gatwick Express. I don't know if Gatwick Express actually do have their own drivers. So I think it's just Southern. I think most of the time it actually has been like that. So I was chatting to another driver who was Thameslink and also Southern as well, and they were saying they used to sign the 442s, which were the old Wessex Pigs, which were Gatwick Express. So I think it's basically always been like that, or most of the time it's been like that. Well, yeah, Gatwick Express drivers are actually Southern drivers, which I suppose makes sense. It also surprised me how much Victoria Southern drivers have to learn. Like the amount of route knowledge as a Victoria driver you have to have for Southern. I think it was, what was it? Down to Brighton, down to Eastbourne, Hastings and Orr, down as far as Bognor Regis, so down the Arun Valley that is. I think possibly also to Littlehampton along the West Coastway. I think that was it. But I mean, that's a lot of, that's massive. Oh, and possibly also the Sutton Mole Valley line down to Horsham. So you need to have a lot of route knowledge to get back up to 90. As we approach the North Downs, I believe it's at the North Downs. Yeah, should be. And then we'll be well, basically in London once we get through the Quarry Tunnel. This autumnal afternoon. Autumn doesn't really look great on this route, does it? On sort of the older routes, it just doesn't look nice. It looks just really washed out. One of the best looking routes in autumn is Riesa Dresden. That looks fantastic in the autumn, in sort of autumnal colours. But I think that route specialises in autumn when they did those sort of, yeah, seasonal routes in some way. Absolutely flying through here. I just hope at some point I mention every single Brighton Mainline video. I really hope this route gets an update at some point. Because, I mean, things which have been an issue since day one are still an issue. One is this green here, TMS. Can you spot the issue there? I don't know how well it picks up on video actually. Yeah, can you spot the issue? Basically, the TMS is still saying we're a 377, which we are a 387, but it says 377 4213 on there. Which has been an issue since day one. And you've also got the fly door issue, where the fly doors on the 377, the rear, are always open. Now, it used to happen every now and again, but now it's every service. So for someone who likes playing realistically, it makes it almost unplayable, being able to go one way and then back, because then the fly doors are open, and you can't leave if the fly doors are open. The train cannot go. Maybe it's a little bit picky, but you know, I do work with 377s in real life, and yeah, if the fire door doesn't shut, it can't go. If the weather door can't shut, it doesn't really matter. But the fly door, if it's open and it's stuck over, it can't go. The train can't go. Whereas on this one, I think it's fine, yeah. Hang on, where's my keyboard? Is it not working again? It's not working again, is it? Is it not? Let me re-plug it. No, what did I just do? Oh, almost. I thought we were in throttle then. We were not. There we go, that's better. Give it a bit of a whack in there. There we go, now it's working. Let's get a flyby shot through Pearly. And we can also check to... Oh, that's not. Let's check to see if the rear fly doors are open. Although I don't think it affects the 387. Let's get one from the Tattenham Corner branch. Zoom in a bit, there's a bit of zoom. No, it's fine on this one. That's good. Yeah, I think it only affects the 377. So we're all good on this one. So let's get a flyby shot through Pearly. That's probably quite noisy when I just go on the outside there. I just see the soundbar go right up into yellow. But it's fine, it's a flyby shot. Fantastic. Absolutely grand. Just don't get bored of this route. There's just so much going on, there's so much life. So much to do. I've only done a fraction of the services available on here. It was like 1,000, so more than that, 1,400 services. Probably done about 100. Especially every different service could bring something new, you know, chasing yellow, stopping at tons of red lights. There's just so much possibility, which is great about this route. Every service ends up differently. Whereas on quite a lot of routes, it's the same. You know it's going to be greens the whole way through. You're probably going to see 1 or 2 trains. That's about it. Whereas on this route, it's just mental the amount that goes on, and yeah, so much what goes on. Each service is just completely different. You don't know, maybe you'll be calling it East Croydon or Clapham on the Gatwick Express as a southern service. Yeah, there's so much going on, which makes it a really enjoyable route. And we haven't really seen another route like this since South Eastern High Speed. There's a lot to do. It's quite lively, but I still wouldn't say in terms of what you expect, and sort of it doesn't get above this. Because I mean, this is an actual main line. I know South Eastern High Speed is the Chatham main line, but you know what I mean, quad track main line, trains actually flying past you on the slows, on the fast. You don't get that on South Eastern High Speed. Also, the only advantage to South Eastern High Speed is the fact you get the high speed bit. So then you sort of get, and the power changeover, so you can sort of experience both AC and DC. That's the sort of plus on that. You've also got to remember you're not stopping here as well. It's just so used to stopping here. It's like, when with the Gatwick Express, we do not stop here. It's just slow right down and everything. But you just got to remember we're not stopping here. A bit of horn as we come round. Quite slow through here. I mean, it's not incredibly slow. It's not that bad. And you can sort of see why it is this speed as well. So we are chasing something. Probably a southern service. Oh, green now. But yeah, that's good. That's East Croydon. Let's continue on. Speed that up. And we've got 60 there as well, so even faster. And up to 70 again soon, which then 70 is, well, yeah, the fastest on this next stretch. Sort of the South London hustle. As we go from Croydon up to Clapham. Lovely sounding trains though, the Electro Stars. I know not everybody's fans of them. How can you not be a fan of this train? A great set of trains, the Electro Stars. Some of the sort of last good built trains in the UK. Especially the older ones where, you know, it's actually comfy seating, it's quite cosy inside. They're still going strong after 20 years with not really any issues. People like them, so okay. I think the only reason why people don't seem to like this train much on TSW is because it's like this, you know, it almost feels like you're sandwiched to one side. Which really, this is not the worst train. If you've driven the 385 in this game, the window's tiny. So this is really not that bad. And it's cool, you get the gangway in the middle. It's just cool to see. Which not many trains actually have nowadays. Or new trains. I don't really know why people are waiting on the up fast platforms. Another thing which I'd say is an issue, especially at Norbury where they're like walking really close to the edge of the platform on the up fast, which just would not happen. See, at Purley it's fine. At Purley you don't get people standing on the up fast, but these ones you do, which you wouldn't. If there are people standing on the up fast, you'd probably call someone to, yeah, we'll go and check up on them. Especially when there's no, it's all fast trains and there's not really any stoppers. You would be a little bit concerned. Coming up on a Norbury. There's just trains everywhere. It's just great. It's just such a lively route. There's just people, a whole group of them. What are they doing? What are you doing? There's like no trains. Maybe they're trapped there. It's like that lonelier sheep. That sheep which was on the news recently, where it was like stuck on like some beach in Scotland for like 2 years. Maybe that's like those people there. Maybe they can't get through the subway, so they just have to hang out. They're like trapped on the platform. Possibly. Streatham Common, which is quite a cool station to watch trains. Actually, you get the ones going over the bridge towards, well, Mitcham and Tooting Beck and all that sort of, well, the other way as well, towards Tulse Hill, like that, exactly like that, which is quite cool. It's one of those routes where you don't feel alone. There's always something going on. Would love to see the Sutton Mole Valley line though. I mean, basically any southern route I'd like to see another one of. And we've got East Coast Way and Brighton Mainline. And it's been 2 years now since the last southern route. So I would like to see another one. Well, maybe that's just a bit biased. Yeah, another third rail. So, or even the West Coast Mainline. Believe it or not, yes, West Coast Mainline South. Because then you could have the southern service up to Watford Junction. Or, if you said it a few years back, up to Milton Keynes Central. Just then there's another route you can drive at an Electrostar on. Which I like Electrostars, believe it or not. And also there would be a chance to see an upgraded one. I mean, if they did West Coast Mainline South... No, they wouldn't do that. I was going to say, there could be then the opportunity to add in the West London line down to Clapham Junction. But no, that wouldn't happen. So it's only... but we're sort of getting into overground territory, and overground line would be cool. Because you'd have a 378. And a 378, even though it's a capital star, it's basically an Electrostar. It's just got a fancy capital star name. Well, it's part of the Electrostar family of trains to 378, I'm pretty certain. Even seeing an overground line would be cool. I feel like if they were to do an overground line, they probably would do the 378 on it. And then what's that new one there on there? 710? Probably do that as DLC. There's still bits set like this, that there's no sort of line side fence, there's no boundary. People can come off of Wandsworth Common Park and straight onto the track. Coming up on Clapham Junction. CLJ, which I think it's 3 letter coders. Charlie, Lima, Juliet. Got a double yellow, which I think does mean we will have to stop, but no, we have to stop before Clapham. I think it does actually. So you get the South West Mainline joining up first, and there's another signal after that. So we'll start slowing down. It will be a southern service we're following. Yeah, the 387. I love seeing trains on this route. Right, I'm going to go in photo mode in a minute. Don't crash. It didn't crash. Good. Try and get... Oh, there's no sun on that. It's all dark. Well, you might try and get something out of that. No, it's a nice little shot there. Might have to turn up the brightness a bit, because it's a bit sort of dim, isn't it? Might have to do that. Get that up a bit. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. Bit of saturation, because everyone loves a bit of saturation. So I've got to make the most of the photo mode. Do one there, and we'll turn up the field of view. We'll get that get a bit closer. Yes, there we go. There it is. That'll do. Yeah, let's do a bit of that. Cool. If only you could do that in real life, go into photo mode, just completely pause the world around you. Get a nice photo. So this is the exact type of thing you don't really get on other routes. Other UK routes. You know, waiting at red lights, chasing yellows. It doesn't really happen. Red lights, especially, no, it doesn't really happen. You got the South West Mainline joining us. Just imagine the sounds of a Desiro passing by. Maybe a Sprinter as well, 158 passing by. Shouldn't be sat here for too long. I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, they don't really stay at Clapham for too long. You've got Victoria ASC controlling that signal there, which I'd believe it's shut now. Victoria ASC, Area Signalling Centre. I think it's probably controlled at 3 bridges now. That one's got to wait as well. Both waiting at the red. You have gone extremely close to that red. That is quite scary how close that one's got. That driver must be dropping stuff. That's very close. Scarily close that is. Oh. Plus he's right next to the signal post phone. If there's an emergency or something, whatever. I can't go too quick because we might have to stop at the next signal. And that train sort of blocks our view as well around the corner a little, so we've got to take it nice and steady. It's quite a blind corner and quite a blind signal, this one, so got to be cautious. Got to assume it will be red. Single yellow. There you go. Double yellow, even better. Go green. No, double yellow. We'll take it. Double yellow. It's alright, means we can basically get back up, but we'll go to 45. So that is the speed limit quite soon. Not really any point going up even further if we're following another train. I think I'm pretty certain I just saw the back of the other train. No, probably not. No, that'd be a bit too close. Maybe there's something on the upslope. That was probably the case. Probably have the HST go through soon on this one. Sort of single yellow. Another train up there. With all its doors open apparently. Is that a shed next to it? That shed going underneath. Down to the West London line. Green light, nice. Onto the bridge over the South West Mainline. And up and over we go. We're not cleared into Victoria yet. We'll know if we are once we get to Grosvenor Bridge. Basically the signal before it, you'll know if you're cleared in. If it's a double yellow, we're cleared in. No, hang on, no, if it's green, we're cleared in. If it's a double, we'll probably have to stop. Which most of the time on the Gatwick services, you do have to stop outside Victoria, as you're usually a little bit early. That's good, green there. So now we're going to be coming to a stop outside. Nav signal's just over the bridge. Oh, that's fine. I don't know what time. I think we were due in there at, was it 26 we were due in there? Or was it 29? That's quite different. There you go, over Grosvenor Bridge. And down the quite steep gradient, which is pretty steep. That's not our signal. See, it's easy to get confused of I don't know what they call it. I'm thinking, say that signal to the right there, which turned to a single yellow. For a second, I was like, oh, nice, we're cleared in. But no, I was like, no, we're not. This is our signal here. It's quite easy to, I can't remember what it's called. to think another signal is your signal. Sort of on a corner as well, especially. Red again. Might be waiting for that service we were following at Clapham just to get into its platform. Let's see if we can see what's going on. That's what we were waiting for there. That train coming out there. And we'll be all good to go in. So I've actually seen drivers in real life driving like this. They stand up and drive. Seems a bit mad, but yeah. They'll be standing up, sort of poking their head out the window, whilst I suppose having one foot on the pedal. And right, let's oh, hang on. Get that off. Platform of 13. I think it's 13 and 14, which are the Gatwick Express platforms. So doors will be on the left side. Oh, and we go into Victoria. Journeys end up from Gatwick Airport. Yeah, nice run up. Never a dismal run on this route. There's always something to look at, always something to look forward to. Oh, we're going to be arriving right next to that train there. That'll probably stop by the time we enter the platform. Very grateful to Dovetail Games for doing this route, but then wish it was, you know, updated. There we are. And you had one on the slow there coming in at the same time almost. Here we are. Cool. Right to the end. The shininess on the floor as well. Victoria actually does look pretty decent in this game. For this route as well, it's decent, this station. There we go, that will do. Brake step 3, neutral, doors on the left, DRA on, set our lights, and we'll set that to off now. There you go, take the key off. Lovely, and we'll just press that off as well. Cool, well, that is going to be everyone for today's Train Sim World video. This thing goes back out in 20 minutes all the way to Brighton. I think I need Gatwick and Brighton. Look at that, look how busy it is. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. If it wants to show up, there we go. After that, thanks for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. See you all, take care, bye guys.